Yo, what's going on, baby? So shit. Dude, what's the day, man? Shit, it's Monday, baby. Happy Monday, man. Hope all y'all have a good day. Alright. So shit, man. So we just got out from the agency, you know what I'm saying, with the electronics. And dude, I'm fucking starving, man, for real. Man, this chili cheese dog is busting, man, for real. So shit. So I'll tell you what, man. So like we pretty much end the day. Pretty badass day today, man. Not anything too crazy. So today really is our last day working here before, you know what I'm saying, New Year's and shit. So we're pretty much off the next 2 days, which is pretty dope, man. So they have me in this department where it's called board sorts, right? So pretty much like they come in these big ass cardboard boxes just full of just random boards from like all over the place and shit. And we go in and we sort them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm there, right? And like from the moment like I, you know what I'm saying, like started doing this full time was when I really like started paying attention and really doing my best to understand, you know what I mean, like how everything works and shit. There's still some learning I need to do, like some, you know what I'm saying, learning curves and shit. But for the most part, like it's pretty dope, man. Not that bad once you start getting used to this shit. You know what I mean? Doing the same shit all day. I remember, like when I first came in, like it was the department with the highest turnover rate. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I worked at the shop, and I would come on my days off, and fucking man, like every week I would come, like it's a whole new set of people, like to where the supervisor, man, she was constantly like training every single week, which was, I mean, for me it was pretty dope because like it pretty much getting a refresher when you're only there like 2 days out of the week. But when I started full time is when I actually see like how she, you know what I'm saying, what she deals with, in the sense of like, I can see the frustration when it's like you're investing this time, energy, and knowledge and trying to teach somebody some shit, and they just, here one day and the next, like they gone and shit. You know what I mean? So then here I come. Like full time and shit. Doing my best in the beginning. Like I remember like the first week when I came, you know what I'm saying, like full time and shit. Like I was struggling, man. Like I can see why, you know what I'm saying, like people would want to leave, or like they would come in doing board sort but like branch out to other departments and shit, either whether it's, you get more money for the day, or whether it's fucking, you know what I mean, like whatever. So she's never really had someone to really depend on, you know what I'm saying. And then here comes Joelle, No, I've been sick the past couple of days, but third flu and some hot tea, man. That's how I look at it. But so there I come in, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, all right, I'll stick it out and shit, you know what I mean? Like, let's see how this goes. So like I'm there with her, and she's, you know what I'm saying, like at first I could see she wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, because she's like, all right, like you're just like everybody else. But there I am every single day, like blam, 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 blam. And then next thing you know, she just looks at me and she's like, oh shit. So one thing that I learned early on was engagement. When you're dealing with temps and shit, it's like people come and go all the time and shit. And you can't get too emotionally invested in somebody because you don't know how they are. You don't know what their mindset is, what their intentions, their motives. You know what I'm saying? All you can really feel is their energy and just teaching them how to do the fucking job. You know what I mean? It's like when you're coming to work, right? You want to be in the situation mentally where it's like you want to come to work. You want to get your ass up, get out of bed, you know what I mean? Drink a coffee, take your morning shit, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like just going out and working shit. Not everybody moves like that. People would look at this as like a daily pay because you get paid daily when you would, you know what I'm saying, certain agencies and shit. And, like it is what it is. You know what I mean? You don't have control over, you know what I'm saying, trying to force somebody to fucking do this shit long term. But what I learned a lot was engagement. Being able to provide an environment that'll make people be like, you know what, I want to come back and do this shit. It can get difficult, especially when you got other departments that'll pay more for people coming in than what this department pays when they come in to do this shit. So pretty much you're at competition. So you got to provide something that's genuine. You got to provide something that, you know what I'm saying, that'll spark an interest in somebody, right? So for me, like, I fucking go in when I realized there was engagement. It's like, how can I make them want to come back? You know what I'm saying? So I use astrology, like real shit. so being so I'm a Scorpio sun, Taurus moon, and a Pisces rising, right? Uh, but to the masses, I guess, like, everyone's only familiar with their sun sign. So when I fucking go around and shit, I ask like, hey, like, what's your birthday? And then they'll tell me, or I'll be like, so what's your sign? And then, you know what I'm saying? So they be asking me like, what's your sign? I'm like, I'm Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, there's other elements to this shit, but you know what I mean? Pretty much I'm a Scorpio. And they're like, oh, you one of them. you know? Man, Scorpios get a bad rep, dude, like, for real. And a lot of times we don't even mean to be like that, like, real shit. So the supervisor herself, she's a Cancer. Cancer, another water sign, man. So, and I definitely see the emotions. So when she told me that, I remember looking like, okay, like, let me pay attention to how she moves and shit. So you can have many different people, like, move, whether it's through their passion, through their emotions, or just, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. She actually busts her ass because she actually gives a shit. She emotionally gives a fuck about the company, what she stands for, and, you know what I'm saying, her department. Like, this is her department, and she actually gives a fuck. So I don't need the same foundation she has for me to bust my ass. I just look at her as a Cancer and seeing how she moves, like, she actually gives a fuck. And how I look at it is through her emotions. You know what I'm saying? Her drive is fueled by her emotions, and, you know what I'm saying, like, it's dope. And when I see that, that's all I need. So there I am, fucking busting my ass and shit, following her footsteps, to the point where we got other people coming in. So we get new temps come in all the fucking time. And, like, we got this one lady, older lady, man. She's coming in. We're introducing ourselves, and I was like, "What sign are you?" And she's like, "I'm a Leo." I'm like, "Oh," which is dope, man. So, and the thing is, we run through so many temps. I can't remember everybody's name. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, we run through people all the fucking time. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and really invest in everyone's name. But if I know your sun sign, like, I just call you by that. You know what I mean? So one thing I realized was, so, like, we got this lady, she's a Leo, man. Like, she's a Leo that, like, you fucking put her to do something, like, she'll fucking go out of her way to make sure, like, everyone can see that she's doing something. You know what I mean? Compared to the Temps that really don't want to do shit. Oh, we had one, Gemini. You know what I mean? So with Gemini, she was real close. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't really fucking with a lot of people, but if you fuck with her, she'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to work, like, she was just on it. Because she was always closed and always, like, kept her mouth shut, when nobody fucks with her, like, she'll work. And then when people are talking, she can talk and work. So I thought that was pretty dope. We got another dude, man, Scorpio too. So me and him, like, we clicked. And we had, what was it? Oh, Pisces. Oh, so this dude fucking comes in, man. Oh, Pisces. And he comes in after we already started getting people to come in all the time. Right? But he's coming in, like, real cool ass dude, you know what I'm saying? You could tell, like, he's seen some shit. But fucking, I look at him like, yo, what sign is you? He's like, Pisces. I was like, oh, okay, so you see some shit. So, pretty much in a nutshell, it's like, when I was able to get everyone's sun sign and shit, it brought out a side of them that they're not used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause so with temps, a lot of temps are used to being in situations with different companies that love to impose their will on them due to whatever rank they are, whether it's they're hired on with the company or they're the boss or whatever. When people try to, how do I say it? When people try to establish dominance with their ego, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can really fuck with people mentally, especially when they're in no position to defend themselves or to even explain themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen a situation not that long ago where there's a couple of people that would talk to me. Like, I don't know, people just walk up and talk to me and shit and just let shit out, which is cool. I'm not tripping, but they would talk to me about a specific individual that has a really hard time understanding how to control that ego to where, they feel entitled and they feel, what I'm saying, like they're better than everyone because they got put on with the company. So I remember like one time they had Big Boss told me to go work in his department. Like when it came to me, man, he tried to do that with me. Like I had to, reflect the energy because it's like, dude, like now I see why a lot of people left. Like he probably could have had a badass squad with him, but because of the energy you push out, you know what I'm saying? When you establish dominance with the ego, it's not a good energy. Like it looks ugly. You know what I mean? And ever since then, they don't put me in that department because like I'm just a different type of dude. Like I don't like it. Um, and kind of remind me of myself in a sense. Like when I was younger, like when you're put in a position to where you're higher than certain people, and it's like when you let that shit get in your head, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like if you're in a position to move up, to level up in a company, there's a responsibility of clear communication that has to take place. You have to learn how to communicate effectively to where you can, because you're dealing with people from different walks of life and shit. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know that maybe your ego might trigger someone with past traumas. Then you get an emotional response, and it's like, now that you got a response and shit, now you want to go and fucking go in the office and shit, and you know what I'm saying, bring it up and be like, you know what, I don't want them no more, send them home. When really it was just an emotional response because you didn't communicate effectively, but you want to move up and shit. Like I don't know, it's just the way I look at things. Like I don't like that at all. Ever since then, like I noticed a lot of that energy calmed down, and I went back to my department, and really just kept it moving. Like when I see different people, like if I need something from this person, that person, be like, hey Leo, can you move that box for me? Or hey Scorpio, can you move that pallet jack or shit like that? I call people by their sun sign. And in a way it's like for them, like they get a different type of feeling out of that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's a subconscious thing or whatever, but what I do know is like not only are you somebody, but when you tap into yourself, when someone's able to tap into you from a deep sense, like that actually fills a lot of people up in a sense, little by little, but to where they feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the people come up to me and they call me like Joel and shit, it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's my government name. But like, I had so the supervisor, man, she fucking, I guess she was trying to call me. I didn't fucking answer. Like I was busy. And then she fucking yelled out, Scorpio. And I fucking turned around. And I don't know, it just felt different. It felt good, but it felt different. But it was like, all right, cool. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I run my shit. But what's even more dope is when you got people buying into the system that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where they're calling each other sun signs. You know what I mean? Like, so I had a situation where one of the bosses up front, he fucking goes up to me, hey, this guy says he was working with you yesterday. He wants to know if he could come in, and he told me his name. But like, I'm not good with names, you know what I mean? Because people come and go. And then I was like, no, I don't know who that is. And then fucking, so he walks me up to the front, and he's like, him. I was like, Pisces? And he looked at me, he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's Pisces. All right, bring him in and shit. That's Pisces, man. And he just looked at me, he's like, hell yeah. So that's pretty dope, man. I fuck with it. And it's like every day, like, we get up, we go out there, and we fucking handle business, man. I fucking love it. So like when it comes to the change, right? Like the shit that I'm dealing with, really. So that's all like outside, right? Like that's all outside and shit, which is dope, man. And what I see, I love what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope, it's shit. But really, what I'm dealing with inside, I know I joke and laugh a lot, but what I'm dealing with inside is really adjusting to change. You know what I'm saying? Like going with the flow, but really embracing in the present moment and shit. Like when I'm fucking doing what I do and having these people buy in and everyone working together as a unit, like it don't even matter, you know what I'm saying, what sign, like everybody coming together, calling each other by the sun sign. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like that's fucking dope. Like when you're able to change the energy, I don't know the fucking word for it, but it's like, you know, when I used to be the type of dude to go out there and just yell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a good day. You know what I mean? Like, the energy, like that same energy is being pushed out here, but it's just projected different. I don't know what the right word is, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the way that that energy from the past, like with the shopping shit, like it's still flowing through me, but it's like the way it's coming out. If you know what I'm saying, like the way it comes out is just different. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, like if you put on a different channel but got the same message. You know what I mean? Like it's, man, it's fucking dope, man. I fucking love it. And you know, as time passes on and shit, like it's to the point where for the past like week we've had the most consistent crew. Like I don't think from the moment I started working there part time, like when I was at the shop and shit, like there has never been a crew that stayed as long as this one has. And I'm not trying to sit here and take credit for this shit. It's just it's like when when you have energy, positive energy, when you have something that's genuine, when you offer something genuine, like some people would leave the extra $2-3 an hour to come fuck with this shit because it's more peaceful and you have more fun and everyone can interact with each other a lot better. And it's just providing that type of environment. And I'm still getting paid 10 pay. You know what I mean? But well, I guess after a while of seeing that consistently, it's like the supervisor, man. So today, you know what I mean, she got another job, you know what I mean? So she left early today. And she goes up to me and she fucking, you know what I mean, like tells me, Joel, you're gonna be in charge. Okay, it's only a couple more hours, but I'm gonna put you in charge. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, everything's pretty much good for the rest of the day. I don't really see anything too crazy. So she leaves, right? We finish off the rest of the order and we start cleaning up. And towards the end, like I brought everyone together. Like, all right, everyone come together. All right, come together. And, you know, just standing there and just being like, you know what? I tell you what, man, thank you all y'all for y'all's hard work today. You know, I really appreciate y'all, man. And just the effort, the energy you guys push out. Like, it's pretty dope, man. I fuck with it. And I hope you guys have a badass fucking New Year's and, you know, hope to see you guys back. And, you know, and then I remember looking around like, you know, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, you know, Gemini, you know what I mean? And just looking at everyone, calling them by their sun sign and having them leave with a good feeling. Not a feeling of just like they're dreading because they were dreading the last hour and a half of work trying to get the fuck out of there. Like they actually left, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like they want to come back. And for me, like just kind of just, I don't know, it makes me feel good inside. Like when I see that shit and to the point where it's like I don't even feel anything bad when I leave. Like when I leave work, like I feel good. Um Man, when you know you're doing good work and you're helping people. You know, I had some people come up to me, you know, letting shit out. And really it was just a lot of awareness. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, when I talk to people, it's like what you're dealing with, that's your ego. You got to understand the difference between your ego and your higher self. But in order to understand the difference, you got to know who the fuck you are. Start putting the work in yourself. Stop looking outside and start looking inside. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Dude, there's an ice cream truck, dog, for real. Yeah, man, I wasn't planning on, you know what I'm saying? But shit. But, you know, I just hope that everything keeps going the way it's going. You know, it's gonna probably be my last video, you know, for the year and shit. You know, I just hope that, you know, at some point in time soon, whoever's watching this, that you know, keep pushing. You know, it's the end of the year, man. It's the end of the year. 2024 for me was really the year of just, you know, changes. Like a lot of fucking changes, man. Like I stopped drinking, you know what I'm saying? Like when I would drink, man, it's like I embarrass a lot of y'all, you know. But also seeing the change in Daddy too. You know what I'm saying? Because Daddy was there through a lot of fucked up shit that, you know what I'm saying, I was dealing with because I didn't know how to deal with a lot of shit. It's also the same year, you know what I'm saying, that my Saturn returned and shit, like, and really just reflected on my life and accepting that I needed to make changes. And going through certain experiences where it's like, where you're not just blowing the shit away, like you're actually sitting there and really paying attention to a lot of shit. It's really, definitely where I learned about detachment, man. That shit. I mean, I'm good now with that, but I mean, I was like, God damn, you know. But and seeing the growth of my relationship with Daddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where he would just come up to me and just he would bring up times when like I used to drink and shit, and I'll be thinking like, you fucking remember that shit? And he'd be like, yeah. And sometimes that's a wake up call for me, like, you know, be proud and appreciate that you made that change, that you stopped drinking, that you got sober, that you got clean, you know what I mean? Like, it's to the point where I stopped smoking fucking cigarettes and Black and Miles, man. I started vaping and shit. Like, I tell you what, man, as far as this shit, so I used to smoke Black and Miles. Like, I fuck with blacks, man, real shit. But, so I got this fucking vape, man, like, so I tell you what, when I would smoke anything tobacco related, I fucking felt like I couldn't breathe after a while. But this shit, I don't feel that shit at all. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, changes, you know what I mean? And I'm just, you know, ready for 2025, man, and really just ready to see how this shit turns out, you know what I mean? Few things, man. Don't jump the gun on a lot of shit. Think before you act, and fucking, if you feel like you need to make a change, that you know there's better things on the other side, then take it. Start putting shit within yourself. Just don't look at anything outside to take care or fulfill what you need to do on the inside. You know what I mean? If you start filling the cup that's inside you, you will actually start attracting what it is that you're looking for, plus more. You know what I mean? Well, y'all be good, busy, stay out of trouble, man, and have a good rest of y'all day, baby, alright? Oh, shit. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, man. I hope all y'all do good, man. I hope all y'all have a badass New Year's, man. Like, for real. Y'all be good, baby, alright? Peace.